Hey, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most misunderstood lonely nomad, the man who holds the doors of the Q5 and N24 buses, unstoppable independent podcaster, and, of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with me on the 308th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. Yes, episode 308. And I hope everybody had a nice, decent Thanksgiving. And of course, Black Friday is a little crazy these days. And I had no idea. I had no idea how crazy it was going to be until I saw the worst traffic jam that I ever saw in in the Roosevelt Field Terminal bus stop while I was waiting for the bus. It's crazy, man. Every year, people think that they're gonna get like early discounts and stuff like that, but that's not really. It's not really gonna happen. Most regular people would um, they usually shop after Black Friday and before Black Friday, and yeah, that's pretty much the reason why some people don't really like Black Friday as much is because of the traffic. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little quick story of what happened to me when I was waiting at the bus stop on Friday, this past Black Friday actually, and it was nuts. So we're live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube, and alongside of myself is the Instagram live feed. So make sure you turn on your notifications and of course so you can know when I'll be on Instagram live recording an episode and stuff like that. And you're more than welcome to actually do this. Um you're more than welcome to actually comment on the topics that's going to be discussed in each episode. And without further ado, be sure to grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555 for more live episodes of the podcast. And of course, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics. And tap on alerts so you can be reminded on when each episode is going to be um recorded, going live via live stream. More via content, upcoming episodes, new and previous episodes, and be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you miss any of them whatsoever. And and also be sure to download the episodes. Be sure to add the podcast to your playlist, like your Spotify's, your Amazon Music's, um, Spotify for podcasters. There's there's Deezer, there's Snip, there's Stitcher, there's of course iHeartRadio, and of course YouTube as well. And you can actually add those podcasts to your playlist so you can know when each episode is going to be dropping through notifications. So you'll be verified on when each new episode is going to be dropping. So there you have it right there. And tell a friend to another friend, and I'll handle the rest on where you can listen to the stream platforms of each episode at the end of the show. Also, I made a Discord actually, if in case you didn't know. I made a Discord in case you guys and folks out there want to interact with me, hang out with me in regards to, particular topics that you heard in each episode that you want to talk about. And there's gonna be some hashtags on Discord. When you go on Discord, you're gonna see some categories, and you're gonna see a profile on myself. You're gonna see some categories that's gonna say chat with me, chatting with me, and you're gonna have like a music section where you could talk about hip hop and of course of course movies and TV, of course, um you know of course video games, podcast suggestions, anything y'all got for me, y'all could interact with me on Discord, which by the way, it's going to be this. It's the same username. It's the same username actually. Um, so there you have it right there. My Discord link is in the link tree. Where it's gonna have a way for me to invite you. So I'll invite you to my Discord. That way you'll be able to hang out and chat with me in terms of the topics that's being discussed. How do you feel about them? All that great stuff right there. So I just wanted to get the Discord thing out the way. And yeah, so there you have it. And I do apologize for delaying the upcoming episodes and stuff like that. I do apologize for that. Not sure what this is going on here, but the hell is going on here? I'm sorry about that. Hey, so yeah, let me get myself situated here. All right, we're gonna get into, and also I forgot to mention this. If you like to support this podcast whatsoever, any amount of money will be appreciated. That anything that you choose that you desire will be appreciated. It could be $1, it could be $5, it could be $10. So this is just to keep the three of my podcast shows going. So you know what I'm saying, and yeah, my Cash App and PayPal is right there. $ G Money Stacks 555, and my PayPal is G Money Stacks Queens, New York. All right, so there you have it right there. Let me just get that out the way, and we'll go on to the New York Mass Transit Files. All right, um, all right. So let's go. Hmm. Hold on. Before I go on to the episode, let me give a shout out to somebody in the chat real quick. Um, Shouts to Pure Honey and Tree _ Yana. All right. I appreciate this. All right, so let's get into our transit topic. Hang on a second. Hang on a second here. Um, okay, hang on a second. All right. All right, so we're gonna get into the Uber and Lyft driver situation. Okay, here's what's happening, and this is according to NPR.org. Uber and Lyft will pay will pay to settle allegations they shortchanged drivers. Uh, the $290 million from Uber and $38 million from Lyft will go to um drivers for Uber from 2014 to 2017 and Lyft from 2015 to 2017. Ooh, that's a lot of pocket change, folks. You know what I mean? That's a lot of pocket change. You can't go wrong with a lot of money, but hey. Um, okay. Yes, here we go. Um, all right, so let's continue. Let's continue. Um, hold on. What is going on here? Anyway, um, $328 million. That's how much Uber and Lyft have agreed to pay in a settlement with the New York Attorney General's office over allegations the company's shortchanged its drivers. NPR's Bobby Allen joins us to discuss the payout and what it could mean for drivers around the country. Bobby, so what was the case against Uber and Lyft? So this is basically like a interview. So I'm just gonna read off what's being said here. All right, so Bobby Allen byline states, yeah, here's what state investigators found that in New York, Uber and Lyft were taking sales tax and other fees out of the paychecks of drivers, when really that should have been billed to passengers. So that meant rides were less expensive, but it also meant drivers received smaller paychecks. So to resolve that, the companies say up to 100,000 drivers in New York will be eligible for back pay. They'll be compensated from this $328 million fund you've mentioned. Uh, the AG's office in New York is calling this the state's largest ever wage theft case. Whew. Wow. 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 I mean, I don't take Uber or Lyft or anything because I know how expensive they are. But this one right here is just kind of bit them in the ass right there. Hmm. All right. Okay, where was I actually? Where was I? Um okay, before I continue, let me give credit to the people from the creator Matt Groening from The Simpsons, and of course, let me give credit to the people from Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, um, and others. While I'm recording this episode right here. All right, so the AG's office in New York is calling this the state's largest. Yeah, I already read that one. I called up Seth Harris to see just how significant this is. He's a professor at Northeastern University and a former top labor advisor to President Biden. And he says that the settlement is remarkable, not just for the amount of money. And Seth Harris states but the attorney general's use of the case to pressure the companies to agree to the kinds of things that you typically find in employment law. And Allen states, yeah, what he's referring to there, is a big part of this deal. Uber and Lyft have agreed to pay sick leave and to set minimum wages for drivers. In New York State, that will be $26 an hour. And that's just for time they are driving, not time they are waiting around for passengers. Hmm, that's interesting here. Yes. And Martinez says, now we mentioned this happened in New York, but will this help Uber and Lyft drivers outside of New York? And Allen says, yeah, the short answer is not yet. But Harris with Northeastern says, using a wage theft investigation as leverage to get companies to agree to other worker perks, like New York Attorney General Letitia James did here, could catch on in other states. Harris says Attorney General James has created a blueprint for other attorneys general to pursue wage theft cases against the online platform rideshare companies. And and all right, what do Uber and Lyft have to say about this? Yeah, both companies are saying yeah, both companies are saying this is a win for workers. And yes, the big pool of back pay money and minimum wage and pay sick leave are victories for workers. But Uber and Lyft got something pretty major out of this too, right? Uber says that the New York Attorney General's office agreed to drop investigations into whether the companies misclassify workers as independent contractors. And remember, this has been a heated topic for years, and it's launched all sorts of excuse me legal battles, including a major one in California that is still playing out in the courts over whether ride share drivers are employees or independent contractors. So it's a significant deal if the New York Attorney General's office decided to let that go, and we'll be seeing. Um, a if you know, other states choose this middle path and cut similar deals with these companies. And yes, so that was just the interview that they did. And all right, so let's go on to a next transit topic here. All right, so the feds, um, according to the amny.com website, um, so according to amny.com, the Biden administration is set to award a $3.4 billion grant to New York to extend the Second Avenue subway up to 121st Street. Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer and U.S. Rep. Adriano um, Espaillat announced on Tuesday. Wow. Hmm. All right. The Federal Transit Administration grant will fund a little less than half of the cost of phase two of the Second Avenue subway project. The grant funded by the 2021 Federal Infrastructure Bill is the largest in the history of the FTA's Capital Investment Grant Program, which provides money for transit capital projects. Phase two will bring Q train service up to East Harlem, a densely populated neighborhood long lacking in mass transit options. End quote. This grant is significant not only in its size, but also in where it's going, Schumer said in a statement. The fund will be used to build public transit in a neighborhood that has been neglected for far too long. The grant was first reported Tuesday by the New York Daily News. Transit officials say construction on the long stewing project will finally get underway by the end of this year, and the MTA has already begun the costly process of acquiring East Side property necessary for the construction of subway stations, ventilation, and power facilities, as well as staging areas to get huge tunnel boring machines underground. Um, yes, so once construction is underway, the MTA estimates completion within 7 to 8 years. After more than 80 years and numerous false starts, phase one of the Second Avenue subway finally opened to great fanfare in 2017, extending the Q train up to 96th Street on the Upper East Side. On a per mile basis, phase one was one of the most expensive transit infrastructure projects in world history, ultimately costing $4.6 billion for 1.8 miles of new rail. Interesting. Wow. And before I continue, let me give a shout out to somebody real quick. My man Eric Hawk, 40. My man Eric Hawk, man. How you feeling, man? I know it's been a minute, man. But how you doing with your show on YouTube and stuff? How was your Thanksgiving? I don't know what's making that noise. I don't know what's making that noise, but um. Anyway, let me just keep going here. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, phase two is set to be even costlier. The MTA pegs the cost of the 1.5 mile extension to 125th Street and Lexington Avenue, where the queue will connect to the 456 line at $7.7 billion, including the cost of servicing debt. Um, let's see. Yikes. That's despite the fact that much of the stretch will utilize an existing tunnel under Second Avenue between 110th and 120th Streets, built in 1970s as part of an effort to complete the project. The efforts were abandoned amid the city's brush with bankruptcy that decade. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Um. Okay. So let me see. Let me see where I'm at. Yes. So planners have long envisioned the Second Avenue subway bringing service all the way down the east side, extending south down Second Avenue from Harlem, excuse me, all the way to Hanover Square in the financial district. I'm not sure where the I'm not sure where Hanover Square is. I never even been over there before. Um Anyway, but in its recent 20-year needs assessment, transit officials broached a different, largely unconsidered possibility, extending the queue west along 125th Street, connecting to various other lines, and enabling new transfers for riders heading to and from Upper Manhattan and the Bronx. Spokespersons for Governor Kathy Hochul did not immediately return requests for comment. EMT declined to comment. The grant proposal will now be sent to Congress for 2 weeks of review. Yeah. Let me see. I may keep track of this story. I'm not too sure. I may keep track of this story. Depending on how I feel. Let me see what this. Yeah. Um, yeah, so let's see. Wait, we have hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Let me see what else we gotta talk about here. All right, so let's get into another segment right here. Um, let's get into another segment right here. Called hold on a second. Not that. Yes, chatting all the jazz right here. Let's get into it right here, right now. Um, we're gonna actually get into we're gonna get into a particular topic in regards to um yes, yes, we're gonna get into Cyhi Da Prynce in this segment right here. So let's get into it right here, right now. Chatting all the jazz. Okay, I don't have too many terrible stories to talk about in this episode right here, so just bear with me. Um, yeah, just bear with me here. Uh, yeah, yeah. Okay. So this story is pertaining to Cyhi the Prince, who basically said that he'll take dinner with Jay-Z over the bags of money. I'll I'm gonna get into it. I'll ex- I'll get into it right here, man. Um, all right. So Cyhi the Prince. Here we go. Yes. So Cyhi the Prince, according to Hip Hop DX, Cyhi the Prince would still choose a dinner with Jay Z over $500,000, despite the legendary rapper's recommendation to the contrary. Ooh, okay, $500,000. Wow, that's a lot of money right here. Oh man. Oh man, so there you have it right there. Yes. Yes. All right. Taken to Twitter, actually, formerly known as Twitter, which is X, on Monday, October 24th, the former good music rapper retweeted Gayle King's new interview with Hove, where she got his take on the long running debate and said he'd still take the dinner, citing Jay as the reason Kanye West wanted to sign him. Um, okay. And end quote. Um I'm taking the meeting with Jay-Z. Cyhi said, I don't care what y'all say. 500K ain't no real money. And most people who would take it has never made any real paper. I've made more than that annually the last 13 years of my career, and that was after I met with Jay-Z. Hmm. After a fan asked about if his high income had come as a result of Jay-Z, he continued, "Eh, yes, he told Ye to sign me and got on so appalled, and I got a pub deal for a half of ticket plus touring plus royalties and a salary. I was broke when I met Jay-Z. I had um I had $1,500 to my name. I just had got evicted from my crib and I had to borrow money from Greg Street V103. Hmm. Yeah. Um the topic was reignited on social media this week after a fan caught up with Hove himself and informed him he take the money. Gail then got the Brooklyn native's advice during an interview, and he explained why he too would take the cash. You gotta take the you gotta take the money, he replied with little hesitation. What I'm gonna say, you got all that wisdom in the music for $10.99. That's a bad deal. I wouldn't tell you to cut a bad deal. Take the $500,000, go buy some albums and listen to the albums. It's all there. Mm, okay. um yeah. Not that I would do it, but um anyway, let's continue, man. Oh man. Not that I would take it though, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. But yes, so if you piece it together and really listen to the music for the words for what it is, it's all there. Everything that I said was gonna happen. Everything that I said I wanted to do, I've done. There's the blueprint. The blueprint literally to me and my life and my journey is there already. Rick Ross also disagreed, saying that picking the brain of the Brooklyn billionaire is more valuable than pocketing $500,000. Hmm. I'm gonna take the dinner and I'm gonna tell you why. Ross said in a video posted to his Instagram stories. In '08, when I turned in my second album, Triller, I had a meeting with Hove. We went to lunch. Um, Philip, Felipe, Felipe Chow, um, Manhattan, the orange chicken on the stick with the peanut sauce was the vibe at the time. Let me cut through the conversation. He said Rose versus writing to every beat you like, write to every record you could make work. He told me a quick story about Big Pimpin'. I said, okay, bet. I went from writing one record to every 80 beats I like to writing 40 records out of 80 beats I could make work. Rose credited Hope's advice with helping him level up as an artist, which in turn brought him more success in the rap game and laid the foundation for up his other lucrative business ventures. It took me to another level as a writer, another level as an artist, he continued. The amount of work I was putting out was next level. So you got to ask yourself, are you ready to digest the knowledge, or you just want to look at this watch at the table? And the 500K or dinner with Jay-Z debate originally hit social media in 2021, with fans contemplating what would be more valuable. Even Hove's former streaming platform Tidal weighed in by telling fans on Twitter to take the money. Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard choice to make, though. That's a hard fucking choice to make, though, man. If you really want to get technical, man. Oh man, that's hard to choose, man. You know what I'm saying? It really is. Um, all right, so all right, so get into get into some random holidays. Yeah, let's get into some random holidays. There's three to talk about here, actually. So let's get into it right here. And this is um National Cherry Day. Okay, National Cherry Day is celebrated on July 16th, making it the perfect summertime celebration. Cherries range from sweet to tart. They come in shades ranging from red to yellow, and you can create a wide variety of dishes, desserts, and drinks with them. We can't blame George Washington for George Washington for allegedly chopping down that cherry tree. Today, the U.S. cherry industry produces more than 650 million pounds of tart and sweet cherries each year. Um, ain't that something? Oh gosh, let me not do that. Just trying to close that. Yes, so the history of National Cherry Day. Cherries have been a staple for centuries, from the Roman Empire to the Chinese dynasties. The little red fruits have been on the plate of millions and came to America by ship with early settlers in the 1600s. Modern day cherry production in the United States began in 1852, where uh, Peter Doherty began planting cherry trees on the old Mission Peninsula in the state of Michigan. The Midwest area proved to have an ideal climate for growing cherries, and mass harvesting soon took place, with the first commercial tart cherry orchards in Michigan being planted in 1893. Soon production surpassed other major crops, and the first cherry processing facility, Traverse City Canning um, Company, was built, with the ruby red fruit soon being shipped to neighboring cities in the Midwest. Outreach to the entire country was created shortly after. Um, the maraschino cherry, created from sweet cherries, is what popularized cherries in the US. This popular dessert cherry was invented by merchants on the Balkan Peninsula and northern Italy by adding liquor to a local cherry called the Marasca. The resulting cherry product was shipped into the United States in the 1890s. In 1896, U.S. cherry processors began trialing an indigenous sweet cherry for maraschino cherries, in which less liquor was used in the processing, and almond oil was added. In the end, the liquor was eliminated completely. By 1920, the American variation of the maraschino cherry was so popular that it had substituted the non-native variety in the United States. All right, so okay, so cherries are recorded um by a Greek author um discusses cherries in the book of history of plants. King Charles the fifth plants cherry trees. King Charles the fifth of France planted over 1,000 cherry trees in his gardens at St. Paul and Tournai. 1600s, cherries arrive in the U.S. Cherries are brought to America with the first settlers. 1896, Americans create maraschinos. Americans produced their first maraschino cherries using liquor. Oh wow. And okay, so National Cherry Day activities. Of course, you can visit a U pick farm. Not sure where that is actually, but I'll fill you in. So Oregon, California, and Michigan are a few of the states that have cherry U pick farms. Enjoy a day outside picking fresh cherries. That's number one. Number two, make black cherry iced tea. That's an interesting drink. Celebrate this national holiday by adding a twist to a Southern classic. Iced tea is the perfect summer drink, and cherries are a great addition. Number three, attend a cherry pit spitting contest. Oh shit. Think you have skills? Known as the cherry pit spitting capital of the world. Um, um, EU Claire, Michigan hosts the International Cherry Pit Spinning Championship each year. The world record for cherry stone spitting is a whole 93 feet, 6.5 inches. Try beating that. Here are the 5 facts about cherries that will blow your mind. Number one, the average cherry tree has 7,000 cherries. Yes, it does. Cherry trees are so productive, they can yield up to 28 pies. Yum. Number two, there are two main types. Cherries are either sweet or tart. Number three, Michigan is the cherry capital. Around 94% of cherries consumed in the US are grown in Michigan. Number four, pits contain toxins. Don't chew on cherry pits because they can don't chew on cherry pits because they can release toxins. Oh shit. Uh Okay. Number five, there are 1,000 varieties. There are more than 1,000 different cherry varieties, sweet and tart combined, but only 20% of them are used for commercial purposes. Why we love National Cherry Day, you ask? Cherries are versatile. Cherries can be turned into many different recipes. You can make jam, aka jelly, barbecue sauce, pastries, pies, cola, ice cream, and much more. Grill them, dry them, or juice them. No matter what, they are always delicious. Okay, wait a minute here. Wait. Wait a minute here. This is something I never heard of before, man. This is something I never heard of before. I never heard of this before. Like, I never heard of anybody grilling strawberries. Like, hold on a second. How many people you know have been grilling strawberries? Like, I never heard of this before. This is the first time hearing about this. Oh shit. Oh my fucking gosh. This this is so fucking crazy right now, man. Oh man. Wow. Anyway, they are nutritious. No one really loves taking their vitamins, right? Not always true. That's not true. Well, sneaky cherries are filled with vitamins A, B, C, and E. Together, these vitamins help blood circulation, hair growth, stress management, and reduce cancer risk, to mention a few. Yep, and they are historic. Cherries have been around for centuries. The earliest information about cherries has written no, excuse me, was written by Greek author. Um, I'm not even gonna butcher the name. So, Greek author in the book History of Plants in 300 BC. All right, so National Cherry Day dates. So next year, which is 2024, Tuesday, July 16th. The year after that, 2025, Wednesday, July 16th. 2026, Thursday, July 16th. 2027, Friday, July 16th. And 2028, Sunday, July 16th. Next, we have National Rainer Cherry Day. Hmm, interesting. So, National Rainier Cherry Day is celebrated in America on July 11th. The day celebrates one of the nation's best loved summer fruits. The day also marks the peak of the rainier cherry harvest for growers in Washington. In fact, Washington produces some of the highest quantities of rainier cherries in the states. The rainier cherries are golden yellow cherries with tender, creamy yellow flesh and a red blush. They are a tiny brown colored kernel too. Rainier cherries have a high sugar content and are classified as premium fruits. These cherries are a good source of vitamins, minerals, and potassium. Um, So, the history of National Rainier Cherry Day. The creator and the history of National Rainier Cherry Day are largely unknown. Back in 1952, Dr. Harold W. Fogel, a researcher at Washington State University, crossed the Bing and Van varieties of cherries to create the unique Rainier cherry. It gets its name from the Great Mount Rainier in Washington State. Farmers started harvesting this variety after it was approved for commercial production in 1960. Rainier cherries belong to the Prunus genus and are descendants of Prunus avium, the wild cherry. July is the prime season for rainier cherry harvesting in Washington, and these cherries grow for only 2 months every year. Growing rainier cherries is quite a challenging task for farmers. Rainier cherries, hold on, since the fruit has a thin and fragile skin, it is highly prone to bruising. Rainier cherries are handpicked with extra care from the tree and put in tiny bags or lugs to minimize contact. These are temperamental crops that are sensitive to weather changes like high temperatures, rain, or strong winds. Ooh. Birds feast on rainier cherries too, and they are a menace to farmers who put up nets to keep the birds from this precious fruit. The cherries are treated with the utmost care even after they are picked from the trees. Immediately after harvest, the fruit is hydro-cooled to preserve the freshness of the fruit. Rainier cherries are quite expensive compared to red cherries, even though the price remains high. People don't mind shelling out some extra dollars to enjoy the sweetness and nutritional values of the fruit. Okay, so the timeline in the 1600s, cherries arrives in America. Settlers from Europe bring cherries to America. 1800s, cherry production begins. Modern day cherry production starts in Michigan. 1890s, Maraska cherries start appearing in the desserts of the country's finest restaurants. 1952, rainier cherries are created at Washington State University. Okay. Um, this is crazy. Wait a second. Why are rainier cherries expensive? Rainier cherries bruise easily and are also more likely to be damaged by wind and rain. The supply of rainier cherries is also nowhere near as large as the traditional dark red cherry. That's why they are so expensive. Ah, okay. We have why are they called rainier cherries? The name of this cherry comes from Washington State's largest mountain, Mount Rainier. Um, are rainier cherries in season? Um, yes, so rainier cherries are in season from May through June in California and June through August in Washington. So, how to celebrate National Rainier Day, you ask? Number one, eat them fresh. Have a bowl of cold rainier cherries for breakfast on National Rainier Day. No, Rainier Cherries Day. Rich in antioxidants, which I do love. This fruit will give you a boost of energy to go about your day. Number two, visit a cherry farm. If you are in Washington, consider visiting a Rainier cherry farm. Orchards and farms often organize walks for visitors. Number three, pour yourself a drink. Wines made from Rainier cherries are quite popular too. Pour yourself a glass of this delicious wine to enjoy the day in style. Five facts about cherries that will blow your mind. Okay, so we have number one, Rainier cherries are bigger in size. Rainier cherries are sweeter and bigger than red cherries. Number two, cherries come in many varieties. There are some 1,000 varieties of cherries. Number three, um, a cherry tree is bountiful. An average cherry tree can bear up to 7,000 cherries. Number four, Charles the Fifth loved cherry cheese. Um, King Charles the Fifth of France planted around 1,000 cherry trees in his garden. Um, Number five, they originated far from America. Cherries are believed to have originated somewhere between the, the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea. Why we love National Rainier Cherry Day, you ask? It's a seasonal fruit. Rainier cherries are available only during the summer months, which makes them very precious. This day celebrates the much loved summer fruit. It has an interesting history. Rainier cherries tell the story of a successful hybrid experiment. It's both a natural and human made wonder. It's all about cherries. Cherries are a common ingredient in cakes, pies, tarts, ice creams, and drinks. Today also celebrates the versatility of this wonder fruit. All right, so um 2024 Thursday, July 11th, 2025, Friday, July 11th, 2026, Saturday, July 11th, 2027, Sunday, July 11th, and 2028, July 11th, and that's a Tuesday. All right. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Yes, National Sunday Day. And yes, the name of this episode is Ice Cream Sunday with Cherries on the Side, which is dedicated to the national holidays that I am talking about here. All right, so National Sunday Day, which happened recently. National Sunday Day falls on November 11th, which is the day I started this podcast, which is the 30th anniversary, by the way. Um, sweet desserts don't get much more decadent than marshmallow, chocolate, or strawberry sundaes. So let's enjoy every minute of this day. You can visit a fun local ice cream shop or simply whip one up at home. It's a treat either way. Of course, anything ice cream related seems to brighten things up, but this one's especially enjoyable. All right, so the history of National Sunday Day. Just who invented the ice cream sundae? Good question. Many claim credit. Here's a quick here's a quick glance at a trio of theories ranked from earliest to most recent. One moment, please. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So where was that? Where were we? Um Yes, so number one, Sundays first appeared around 1881 in the town of Two Rivers, Wisconsin, when a man named George um Halauer, excuse me, asked his friend Edward C. Burner, the owner of a soda fountain, top a dish of ice cream with chocolate sauce modeled after ice cream sodas. The magnificent creation only cost a nickel and skyrocketed in popularity, but was sold only on Sundays. Um, Number two, a a Plainfield, Illinois, um, druggist named Mr. Suntag created the dish in 1890 after customers requested something different. He named it the Suntag after himself, and since Suntag means Sunday in German, the name was translated to Sunday and later was spelled Sunday, um, which is with DAE, not DAY. Number three, John M. Scott, a minister and Chester Platt co-owner of a pharmacy, created and the first Sunday on April 3rd, 1892, in Ithaca, New York. Platt covered dishes of ice cream with cherry syrup and candied cherries. The man named the dish Cherry Sundae. Historians found a newspaper ad for a cherry sundae placed in the Ithaca Daily Journal 3 days later. By May 1892, the Platt and Colt soda fountain also served um strawberry sundaes and later cherry sundaes. Either way, 130 years later, they are quite a treat. All right, so let's go over the timeline here. All right, so let's go over the timeline here. Yes, so let's go over the timeline here. So 1906, that's hot. Clarence Clifton Brown, owner of CC Brown's ice cream shop in Los Angeles, tops his sundae with hot chocolate sauce. 1916, Tin Roof Sundae. Harold Dean Thayer creates his version featuring a scoop of vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce and a scoop of ice cream with marshmallow sauce topped with peanuts. I had that before too. Um, 2006, Tale 2, Sunday Cities. The Two Rivers City Council enacts the resolution formally challenging the city of Ithaca, New York's claim to be birthplace of the ice cream sundae. 2019, Fun Day. In honor of National Dessert Day, New York City Sugar Factory restaurant creates a massive sundae known as the Candy Kong. Not King Kong, but Candy Kong. Oh shit. Anyway, okay, so all right, so let's see. Does Dairy Queen have hot fudge sundaes? Let's see. Yes, DQ has you covered. Try the midnight fudge sundae, topped with rich no cocoa fudge. Rich cocoa fudge for extra decadence. Um oh boy. I'm not even gonna really wait. So is there a national Sunday? Yes, and it's the perfect day to treat your son to a Sunday. National Sons Day takes place on September 28th. I didn't have time to do that one. Anyway, let's go over to the National Sunday activities. So number one, host your own Sunday bar. Sundays are a dessert party in a bowl. So what better way to celebrate this sweet holiday than to host your own Sunday bar with some friends? Time for an ice cream social hour. Number two, make your own hot fudge sundae. No, excuse me, make your own hot fudge sauce. Excuse me. Um, Making homemade hot fudge sauce is so simple, so good, and so chocolatey that you will never want to go back to the store bought squirt out of the bottle kind again. Search online for a recipe. Most use fairly simple ingredients like heavy cream, cocoa powder, vanilla, chocolate, brown sugar, and corn syrup. Store it in your fridge and you can drizzle this chocolate concoction for months on end. And of course, number three, make it boozy. Time to make an adult version of this childhood favorite for a simple but very grown up dessert. Pour a tablespoon of coffee flavored liquor over a coffee ice cream sundae or some creme de menthe over a mint chocolate chip sundae. You will be drunk in love with Sundays all over again. Okay. Why we love National Sunday Day, you ask? They are easy to make. For Sundays, it's the building and layering, not the cooking, that counts. These sweet treats require minimum effort with delectable reward. You just need your favorite ice cream, your favorite toppings, a bowl, and an ice cream scooper. It's all about toppings when it comes to mixing and matching toppings for these ice cream concoctions. The sky's the limit. Try crumbled cookies, candy bar chunks, nuts, granola, and shredded coconut. They are great for any occasion. Sundays are the perfect dessert to dress up a date night, sweet, sweeten an outdoor barbecue, or living up a birthday. Dress up your next occasion by dressing in your Sunday best. All right, so this year was Saturday, November 11th. Next year, 2024, will be Monday, November 11th. And 2025, Tuesday, November 11th. 2026, Wednesday, November 11th. And Thursday, November 11th, 2027. Okay. All right. Now that we got that out the way, now we can go to our next topic here. Before I forget. Let's see. Okay, so let's get into some music news and stuff. Um, okay. Um, let's get into the best hip hop songs of 2023 so far. All right. Um, yes, so according to Hip Hop DX, the world continues to shift at a rapid pace with so many major global events happening that it's hard to know exactly how we think about time. The only thing that's been consistent throughout the past few years has been the good music dropping that we're able to use as timestamps. Several months have passed since 2023 kicked off, and we've received heat from Nas, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Sexy Red, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Boldy James. Oh shit. Lou Tyler, Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, RX Poppy, Killer Mike, Young Thug, who's in jail right now. EBK, Young Jock, Rundown Spaz. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So let's get into the listings of the hip hop songs so far. Let's get into it right here. I'm sorry. Let's see. So Say My Grace by Offset featuring Travis Scott. All right. So hmm. Um okay. All right, what the hell? Okay, what the hell is this? Okay, finding my wait a second. Um, wait a minute here. What the hell? Um, I'm not even gonna read all this. I'm sorry. All right, so we have first person shooter. Includes Drake featuring J. Cole. From a Man, Young Thug. Wait, you know what? I don't know, man, but I'm not even gonna really do all that. Um, yeah, so let's get it. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else we have for hip hop songs so far. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Um, let me see this thing. Hang on a second here. All right. Okay. Where was I? Where was I? I'm sorry, I didn't even see this. I'm sorry. I did not see this. I did not see this. So all right, so Never Die by Nas featuring Lil Wayne. Um Not No Xanax 2 by Cash Coben featuring Chow Lee. I'm not even gonna read all this. Um First Day Out Part 2 by Rundown Spaz. Wrangler AJ Radical. Um Wait a minute here. What the hell? Wait a minute. What the hell? What the hell? Um Anyway, let me continue this shit though. I'm sorry. Um Hellcats SRTs, Sexy Red featuring Lil Durk. Um Wish Me Well by Little Brother. We got Hood Rats, Sexy Red, and Sukiana. Um Telsa by Little Yachty and Booty Drop Dolce. I'm not even gonna go there on and we got Office Hours by Nas and Hit Boy featuring 50 Cent. And we have On the Radar freestyle by Drake and Central C. Millions by Bia. My Eyes by Travis Scott. Riot by ASAP Rocky and Pharrell. Sprinter, Central C, and Dave. Jonesboro by Young Thug. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened here. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell happened here. Um, all right. I'm sorry. Let's see. Where the hell did this come from? Anyway, let me keep going here. So, Scientists and Engineers by Killer Mike featuring Andre 3000, Future, Aaron Allen Kane. I don't know where that came from, but I don't know where that came from. Anyway, let's continue here. Trapper of the Year by Certified Trapper. And of course, Fuck You Mean by Gunna. Who Told You by Drake and Jay Huss. SD Knack and West Side Gun. Of course, Old Knack. Hold on. Old Knack Donald Had a Farm by SD Knack and West Side Gun. All right. So Gunsmoke Town by Kodak Black. The Hillbillies by Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar. Um, Rio the Young OG by Pooh Shiesty. Lil Durk, All My Life by Lil Durk featuring J. Cole. And Eyes Closed by Chester Watson. Okay, we need to close this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pierre Bourne by George Lopez. Wait a minute. I didn't know he made music. Get out of here. All right. So, okay, as Pierre hacks at the acoustic guitar, he experiments with its six strings to cross over the gallops of a spaghetti western score with the plucks of a blues brother. Although the strings feel a bit choppy, fans have been patiently waiting George Lopez's premiere since Pierre teased the track on Instagram Live 5 years ago. On May 7th, 2018, the ridiculousness of George Lopez makes it an instant earworm. The song begins with a single eyebrow raise. Ooh, goddamn. Give me head, George Lopez. Oh shit. Give me head. Oh wow. Um oh man. Oh shit. Yeah, this references this references George Lopez's self-titled TV show where he was repeatedly called Big Head by his family. However, Pierre's phrasing sounds a bit off, hovering over a slow 808 clap combo. The lyrics sound like a request for George Lopez to fulfill a sexual favor. It's funny more than anything. It stirs conversation while never losing touch of Pierre's vision, another step on the road to fellatio. Oh gosh, that's funny. Um all right, so oh gosh, why does this keep popping up? Anyway, okay, Freaky T remix by Tia Corinne featuring Lotto. Um Most popular song that's been played, Princess Diana by Ice Spice featuring Nicki Minaj. Rear View by NBA Youngboy um featuring Mariah the Scientist. First Show by Lou Tyler. Fat Racks by Fat Rex Part 2, Lou Tyler and Baby Tron. Okay, get rid of this. Okay. Um, Ain't Gonna Answer by NLE Chopper and Lil Wayne. All I Want to Know by Little Keed and Young Thug. Scaring the Hoes. Oh shit. JPG, no, JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. Oh wow. Wow. Wow, that's funny, man. Oh shit. All right. None I Changed by Yeet. Back Like I Never Left by all three Greedo. Hmm, what's going on with this shit? Oh my god. Okay. Can't Nobody by Lil Wayne, Swizz Beats, and DMX. Hmm. King Snipe, Gucci Mane and Kodak Black, um, On What You On by Moneybagg Yo and Glorilla. I Princess Diana, Ice Spice, Prada Steppin', EBK, Young Jock. Not sure what that means, but I'm not sure what that means, but where was I here? Yes, so Breakfast by Kevin Gates, Trappin' and Rappin' by Big Scar and Gucci Mane, Nasty Dancing Flo Millie, Ron Artest by Babyface Ray and 42 Doug, Schmuck by Yeet and NBA Youngboy, Zap Zone by Baby Tron and Certified Trapper, King Snipe by Gucci Mane and Kodak Black, and I already mentioned on and I already mentioned On What You On by Moneybagg Yo and Glorilla, Princess Diana, Ice Spice, Prada Steppin' by EBK, Young Jock. So yeah, that's about it with the hip hop songs of the week. Okay, so let's go on to some other music related stuff. Let's get to hold on a minute here. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Another music news from Hip Hop DX. Will Smith's reintegration into the public eye will reportedly begin at next year's Grammys with a Hip Hop 50 tribute. According to Billboard, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince will reunite on stage in a star-studded performance. The Grammy salute special. Hang on a second. Yeah. Oh boy. You know, let me save this topic actually because I want to get to the 50 Cent thing. I'll get back to it. All right, so 50 Cent earns first diamond certified song for In the Club. 50 Cent's 2003 smash hit In the Club has officially certified diamond by the RIAA, marking the rapper's first diamond certified song. The reason I had to put that other topic on hold because I was going to feature that on TV show Checkouts, so that'll be up and running in a couple minutes. All right, so yes, so 50 Cent earns first diamond certified song for In the Club. On Wednesday, November 1st, 50 Cent earned the certification. The Dr. Dre and Mike um Elizondo produced track has additionally surpassed over 1.2 billion Spotify streams and 1.8 billion YouTube views on his music video. The 2003 single continues to average around 42 million streams per week worldwide. Um, 50 Cent celebrated the achievement on his Instagram, posting the cover art from his 9 times platinum blockbuster debut, Get Rich or Die Trying, alongside a graphic of the diamond certification. In the Club has officially reached diamond, 50 Cent wrote. 10 million singles sold. The 43rd hip hop song to go diamond, 121 songs of all time to do it. I feel good. I'm that thing, 50 Cent. In a separate post commemorating the moment he wrote, Diamonds Are Forever, yo, that thing, 50 Cent is no joke. 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying celebrates 20 years with Final Lap Tour. 50 Cent is currently in the throes of his final lap tour in support of Get Rich or Die Trying, which dropped over 20 years ago on February 6th, 2003. In an interview with Double XL in July, 50 said the tour would be a long time on the road. He added that moving forward, it's likely he wouldn't be able to commit to this much time away from home. I won't be able to commit to a tour as long as this, he said. This tour's 93 dates. It'll be one of the biggest hip hop tours of the year because it won't stop. It'll just go through next year. By the time we done, because of the groundwork that I laid touring, I literally could I literally can world tour. The other artists, when they say they they going on a world tour, it means they are going on a run. But it's not a world tour. My music is just coming full circle now. Um so yeah. So that's pretty much what this is. So congratulations to 50 Cent, man. I want to say congratulations to 50 Cent, man, on this one, man, because this is pretty interesting, man, and the success that he gained. You know what I'm saying? So give it up for 50 Cent. I want to make some noise actually. Let's make some noise for 50 Cent, man. You know what I'm saying? Um let me do this. Man, let's give him his flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay. Let's go on to another music news subject actually. Um okay, so other than 50 Cent, let's go into every hip hop song certified diamond. All right. All right. So this is basically talking about the hip hop songs that went diamond. All right, so let's get into it. And this was posted November 1st from Double XL Mag. Um, so Double XL celebrates 50 years of hip hop with this feature. There are several of your favorite hip hop songs that have achieved diamond status, 10 million sold or more, according to the Recording Industry Association of America. For these celebrity diamonds, Double XL highlights the official tracks released by rappers, no features on other artists' songs. Congratulations are in order for Post Malone, whose um, Anthem Mix song "Congratulations" reached diamond certification in 2019. It was the rapper's first diamond certified single of his career. At the at the time, Posty joined fellow rappers Juicy J, Ti, Outkast, Tupac, late great Tupac Shakur, and Drake, who have also reached diamond status for either features on a song, their own albums, or a song they released during their careers. Speaking of Drizzy, his 2018 track "God's Plan" is at 11 times platinum, which was the Canadian rapper's first solo diamond certification as well. In the years since, Drake has also secured um diamond placards for his assistance on Travis Scott's song "Sickle Mode," which reached 10 million in December of 2020, as well as two hits from 2016, Hotline Bling, and One Dance. Meanwhile, Eminem also holds the unique distinction of being a rapper to have three songs that went diamond. The Detroit Rhymer nabbed a diamond trophy for his Oscar-winning song "Lose Yourself" from his 8 Mile soundtrack in 2018. Next, Not Afraid from his Recovery album earned him a diamond plaque back in 2014, and the Rihanna assistant hit "Love the Way You Lie" has so far reached 13 million in 2022 and was officially certified diamond in 2013. Another member of the Diamond Club is Lil Nas X, the Atlanta rapper's ubiquitous, ubic, u, u, ubiquitous 2019 single "Old Town Road" is the fastest song in the history to be certified diamond, which earned the distinction in 2019. The country rap song, which has remixes featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, Young Thug, and others, is currently at 17 million in 2022. Another artist who has a diamond plaque is um, legendary legendary rapper Wiz Khalifa. The Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania rapper's track "See You Again" featuring Charlie Puth, which is dedicated to Paul Walker, um, is currently at 11 million. Wiz first earned the diamond honor for the song in 2018. The accompanying music video is among the top 5 most watched videos in New York history. No, excuse me, in YouTube history. Um, with well over 5 billion views. With streaming the go-to way for music fans to listen to songs, more artists reaching the diamond achievement is on the horizon. In the meantime, check out all the rappers whose hip hop songs they've released have reached diamond status. All right, so let's start with Little Baby and Gunna's "Drip Too Hard." Certified units 10 million. French Montana's Unforgettable featuring Sway Lee from Ray Strummer. Certified units 10 million. Um Post Malone's Congratulations featuring Quavo, Sunflower featuring Sway Lee. White Iverson Psycho featuring Ty Dolla Sign, Rockstar featuring 21 Savage, Better Now, I Fall Apart, and Circles. Uh, Certified units 14 million, 17 million, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million, and another 10 million, and 10 million. Wow. And Cardi B, hold on. Yes, so Cardi B's Bodak Yellow and I Like It, featuring Bad Bunny and J Balvin. Certified units 11 million and another 11 million. Roddy Rich is The Box. Certified units 10 million. Triple X Tentacion Sad. Certified units 10 million. And Eminem's Love the Way You Lie, featuring Rihanna, Lose Yourself, and Not Afraid. Certified units 13 million, 13 million, and 11 million. Fetty Wap's Trap Queen, certified units 10 million. Oof. Nicki Minaj's Super Bass and her collaboration on Karol G's Tusa. Certified units 10 million and 41 million. And Lil Wayne's Lollipop featuring Static Major, certified units 10 million. The Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling, certified units 10 million. Travis Scott's Sickle Mode featuring Drake and Sway Lee, certified units 10 million. And we have Little Uzi Vert's Exo Tour Life, certified units 11 million. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis Thrift Shop featuring Wands, certified units 10 million. Lil Nas X's Old Town Road featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, certified units 16 million. The Weeknd's The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, Blinding Lights, Starboy, and Earned It. Certified units is 11 million, 10 million, 10 million, 11 million, and 10 million. Pharrell, Happy and Blurred Lines with Robin Thicke and T.I. Certified units 11 million and 10 million. Wiz Khalifa, See You Again featuring Charlie Puth, certified units 11 million. Late great Juice World, Juice WRLD's Lucid Dreams, certified units 10 million. Drake, God's Plan, Hotline Bling, One Dance, and Life is Good with Future, and Sickle Mode with Travis Scott. Certified units 11 million, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million, and 10 million. Jay-Z and Kanye West, Watch the Thrones, Niggas in Paris. Certified units 10 million. Young Thug, Havana with Camila Cabello. Certified units 10 million. Oh boy. Snoop Dogg's California Girls with Katy Perry, certified units 10 million. Kid Cudi, Pursuit of Happiness, Nightmare featuring MGMT and Rat Tat Tat, certified units 10 million. Future, Life is Good featuring Drake, certified units 10 million. Juicy J's Dark Horse with Katy Perry, certified units 10 million. And of course, Kanye West is Stronger, 10 million certified units. T.I. Blurred Lines with Robin Thicke and Pharrell, certified units 10 million. Flow Rider, Low featuring T-Pain, certified units 10 million. 50 Cent in the Club, certified units 10 million. So that's the section of diamond status. That's wow. Wow, man. All right, so let's make some noise, man, for all the rappers who received diamonds, certified diamond in the amount of millions. All right. All right, let's see. What else? Let me see. Okay, I talked about the Thanksgiving balloons and stuff in the last episode, so I'm not gonna really do it here. I mean, Thanksgiving is over, so I'm not even gonna really revisit that. So instead of that, we are going to instead of that, we're gonna get into um um the topic that I said I was gonna save for um right here, which is TV show checkouts, man, pertaining to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince and the award show that's going on wait, on December 15th. All right, so we're gonna get into it right here. Hold on a minute here, wait for this to load. And there it is. All right, all right, let's get into DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince for a sec here. Um, let's get into it right here. Um, and of course, this is from the people from Hip Hop DX. Um, all right, so Will Smith's reintegration into the public eye will reportedly begin at next year's Grammys with a Hip Hop 50 tribute. According to Billboard, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince will reunite on stage in a star-studded performance. The Grammy salute special will be taped on November 8th and air on December 10th, starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Um, of course, check your local listings if you're not in the East Coast. Um, Tickets are currently available for those in Los Angeles who want to attend the taping. Get them here. Um, there's a laundry list of rappers who are slated to contribute to the tribute, spanning all different eras of hip hop's 50 years. Um, when you go on Hip Hop DX, the website, and you're gonna see a highlighted words, get them there. You click on there and you're gonna see some information on how to get tickets. All right, so um, all right. Some of the names include Gunna, Jeezy, Glorilla, Two Chains, Lotto, Jermaine Dupri, DJ Quick, E40, LL Cool J, Ti, and more. The rest of the lineup includes Arrested Development, Big Daddy Kane, Black Sheep, Cypress Hill, Diggable Planets, Juvenile, Loonies, MC Light, Roxanne Shante, Spinderella, 3 6 Mafia, Too Short, Warren G, YG, Black Thought from the Roots, Bun B, Common, De La Soul, JJ Fad, Talib Kweli, The Lady of Rage, MC Sharrock, Moni Love, The Far Side, Queen Latifah, Questlove, Rakim, Remy Ma, Uncle Luke, and Yo Yo. The tribute will serve as one of Will Smith's first major public appearances since his infamous Chris Rock slap at the 2022 Academy Awards last March. Smith has since been banned by the Academy from attending its events for a decade for his actions. That was stupid. That was so stupid. Um, for the Academy to ban somebody like, not even gonna go there. DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith made Grammy history as Parents Just Don't Understand became the first rap song. Excuse me, first rap song um to win a Grammy trophy in 1989, but weren't invited to perform at the ceremony. However, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air collaborators became the first rappers to perform at the award show a year later in 1990. According to Questlove, Will Smith was actually supposed to appear in the Hip Hop 50 tribute at the Grammy Awards in February, but dropped out at the last minute. The Roots drummer um who curated the All Star spectacle, revealed to Variety that Smith had initially agreed to dust off his Fresh Prince persona and join the celebration. However, Quest explained that the 54-year-old to was forced to drop out to do obligations with his upcoming movie Bad Boys 4. I'll give the spoiler alert away. Will Smith was a part of the festivities tonight, but they started shooting Bad Boys 4 this week. He said there were a lot of preliminary shots that he had to do, so we had to lose Will. Which sucks though, man. You know what I mean? That kind of sucks though. But he is working on Bad Boys 4 with the legendary Martin Lawrence. So there's no release date on when that's gonna happen. So you know what I'm saying? Um so yeah, there you have it right there, man. Um there you have it right there. I'm going to actually get to damn, man. Damn. All right, so let's go to hold on a second here. All right. Hunger Games took first place and is still in first place over Trolls. But Trolls made more money internationally. I'll break that down. I'll break that down, man, in this segment right here called the movie Man Cave Popcorn. All right. So just bear with me here. Bear with me. Okay. The Hunger Games has been out for like 2 weeks now. The prequel to the Hunger Games, to be honest with you. Now, I don't know who asked for this movie to happen, but you know, I don't know who asked for this movie to happen, but anyway, I'm gonna continue with this. So, yeah. So let me see. So let's see. Now, I don't know how I did in the second week. I don't know how I did in the second week, but let's continue according to Variety. So the odds were ever in favor of the Hunger Games prequel of the ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which emerged victorious in a busy box office weekend despite opening slightly behind expectations. The Lionsgate film, which brings audiences back to this to the dystopia of um Panem for the first time in nearly a decade, collected $44 million from 3,776 um North American theaters and 98 hold on hold on 98 million dollars globally in its first weekend of release. Those initial ticket sales didn't recapture the spark of the original franchise, which propelled Jennifer Lawrence to global stardom and inspired three sequels, but they were enough to win the weekend over three fellow newcomers. Universal and DreamWorks Animation threequel Trolls Band Together, Sony's gory thriller Thanksgiving, and director Taka Waititi's sports comedy The Next Go wins. Um, and With the glut of new offerings, ticket sales um, for Disney's superhero sequel, The Marvels cratered by 78%, which means it dropped, to land another um, ignominious record, the biggest second weekend drop by far in the history of Marvel Cinematic Universe. Before this weekend, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania withstood the largest decline of the franchise with 69.9%. Um, After notching the worst start in the entire MCU, the Marvels tied for third place with $10.2 million from 4,030 theaters, bringing its domestic tally to $65 million. The $220 million plus budgeted tentpole is the rare Marvel movie to underperform at the box office, and part of the problem is that it's bearing the brunt of the audience's fatigue the towards this sprawling franchise. But at this rate, it may not even match the opening weekend of its predecessor, 2019's Captain Marvel, which is $153 million. By the end of its theatrical run, uh, the end of its theatrical run, it's shaping up to be the first MCU movie to fall short of $100 million at the domestic box office. Although the ballad of Songbirds and Snakes opened significantly lower than its predecessors, each of the four Hunger Games installments launched to at least 100 million at the domestic box office. Analysts, excuse me, believe the film is well positioned in its theatrical run. It cost $100 million to produce, more than the first Hunger Games, but substantially less than the three sequels. Um, Even if the prequel turns a profit for Lionsgate, it's too soon to tell if ticket sales are strong enough to justify future sequels and spin-offs in the Hunger Games world. This is a very good opening for an action adventure prequel, says David A. Gross, who runs the movie consulting firm Franchise Entertainment Research. On average, prequels start with approximately um, half of the previous film's opening, and this weekend's figure is close to that. West Side Story breakout Rachel Zegler and the Gilded Age actor Tom Blyth star in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, based on the 2020 novel by author Suzanne Collins. It's a standalone film with the $3 billion Hunger Games franchise, which takes place 6 decades before Katniss Everdeen bravely volunteered as tribute. The story centers on a young Coriolanus Snow, who later becomes the tyrannical president of the dystopian Panem, as well as District 12 tribute Lucy Gray ba- um Gray um Baird who whom he mentors in the 10th annual Hunger Games. Reviews have been mixed, with 60% on Rotten Tomatoes and a B plus cinema score. Audiences were mostly young women, 65% were female, and 73% were between the ages of 18 and 34. Um, it's likely benefited from a late breaking boost in publicity, which allowed the cast, including Viola Davis, Peter Dinklage, and Euphoria star Hunter Schafer, the opportunity to promote the movie before it arrived in theaters. Other than other recent strike era releases, The Killers of the Flower Moon or Dumb Money, struggled without the cast of famous faces to bring attention to their movies. We were a little lighter than projections domestically and a little over projections internationally, and so we're thrilled with the results, says Lionsgate's Motion Picture Group Vice Chairman Adam Fogelson. It'll be a great business result for the studio, except for Next Goal Wins. This weekend's newcomers worked as counter programming against each other and successfully carved out decent receipts in this pre-Turkey Day frame. It'll only get more crowded at the box office next weekend, and with the openings of Ridley Scott's historical epic Napoleon and Disney's animated musical Wish. In second place, Trolls Band Together opened on par with expectations, generating $30.6 million from 3,870 theaters to start. It's the third biggest opening weekend for an animated film this year, far behind the number one and two spots of the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Those animated offerings, as well as Elemental and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, uh, have benefited from impressive box office staying power. With an cinema score, Trolls 3 could enjoy a similarly long run over the next few weeks. The opening weekend numbers and audience scores point to a tremendous opportunity heading into the holidays, says Universal's president of domestic distribution, Jim Orr. The family-friendly Trolls, which features the voices of Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake in an adventure about an NSYNC style boy band, got a head start overseas and has already earned $76.3 million at the international box office and 108 million globally. It cost $95 million to produce. It's impossible to judge the threequel's performance compared to the sequel 2020's Trolls World Tour, which premiered simultaneously on demand while cinemas were shuttered during the worst of the slamdemic. The first film, 2016's Trolls, opened to $46 million domestically and became a hit with $350 million at the global box office. Um, Director Eli Roth's already slasher Thanksgiving opened slightly behind expectations with $10.2 million from 3,204 venues. It tied with the Marvels, so the final placement on the box office charts will be determined on Monday. The film cost just $15 million to produce, so it could still make a killing by the end of its box office run. Patrick Dempsey and TikTok star Addison Rae lead the cast of Thanksgiving, which centers around a mysterious axe-wielding killer who terrorizes the residents of Plymouth, Massachusetts. After a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy, it landed a B minus cinema score and a surprisingly strong 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Reviews are excellent, and the picture should play well over the upcoming Thanksgiving weekend. Gross says. Another scary movie, Universal and Blumhouse's terrifying video game adaptation, which I didn't really care for, which is Five Nights at Freddy's, rounded out the top five with $3.3 million from 2,829 theaters. After 4 weekends of release, the modestly budgeted film has generated a scary good $132 million in North America and $271 million worldwide to date. Watiti's feel good sports comedy Next Goal Wins flopped in its domestic debut, landing in sixth place with $2.7 million from 2,240 theaters. Without positive reviews or strong audience scores. It holds 41% on Rotten Tomatoes and earned a B plus cinema score. The Searchlight film may struggle to rebound over the crowded holiday season. Michael Fassbender stars in Next Goal Wins, based on the true story of the American Samoa soccer team and the coach who is tasked with turning the perennial losers into champions. Oh, perennial! Wow. Um, Elsewhere, Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon dropped to number 10 with $1.9 million from 1,714 locations in its fifth outing. Ticket sales for the $200 million crime epic starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro are running out of steam at $63.5 million in North America and $145.7 million worldwide. It's been complicated to assess whether this result is successful or terrible for such an expensive film. It's way less than Scorsese's star-driven films tend to earn. But Apple, which backed the big budget tentpole and hired Paramount to distribute it theatrically, doesn't have the same metrics of success compared to traditional Hollywood players. It's banking on Oscars attention and new Apple TV Plus subscribers to help justify the massive cost. In the end, the 3.5 hour running time was indeed a box office killer, and I doubt award nominations will push this much higher, says Jeff Bach, an analyst with exhibitor relations. Wow. Man, that's crazy, man. Um, that's really crazy. I hate to say this. Um, I really hate to say this though. This is just it's not it's not really going to um not too many people like 3 hour movies, you know what I'm saying? Not too many people like that shit. Some people like some people are used to an hour or 2 hour movies and all that other stuff. Nobody wants to sit in the theater for 3.5 hours, man. That's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Um so yeah. All right. So let's see what else we have left to talk about. Yes, like I said, man, I already talked about the Thanksgiving thing in the last episode, so I'm not gonna talk about it here. So there you have it right there. Hold on, I need to get something real quick. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to get something. All right, so we got some fun activities that's gonna take place this weekend. So as far as like fun activities to do for the week, um, we're gonna get into it right here. 1 second. All right. All right, so we got two events that's taking place in City Field that you need to know about. So so how about we get into remains to be seen. All right.
Remains to be seen, kid. Get it? Remains to be
All right, we got two things that's taking place in City Field, starting with the Queen's Convention. All right, starting with the Queen's Convention. I am going to get into it right here. So here it is, right here. So the Queen's Convention takes place December 2nd. And it's located at 33-68 Farrington Street in Flushing, Queens, New York 11354. And the tickets are on sale right now, so be sure to go cop your tickets right now. Don't wait till the last minute, all right? And this includes autograph sessions and question and answer panels with special guests, which features Billy Wagner, Cliff Floyd, and Terry Collins, the former Mets. Panels, vendors, prizes, mascots, food, and more. Of course, if you like to know more information to purchase the tickets, you can go to queensbaseballconvention.com. That's www.queensbaseballconvention.com. All right. So yes. So let me see. I want to see what they're about. Queens Convention. Let me see what they're about though. Okay, so what this is about is, for those of you who may not know what the Queen's Convention is, so the Queen's Baseball Convention, also known as the QBC, is a fan fest run by the fans of our favorite baseball team from Flushing, Queens. We have put this fan fest together as a mix of a Comic Con and a baseball card show. And we usually hold our big QBC in January before the start of spring training. As fans, we were looking for an event that would help us get through the winter months and help us with the lack of Flushing baseball. Um so next we have the City Field Holiday Experience. All right, so let's get into it right here. We did have hang on 1 second. Yes, so yes, so all right, so the City Field Holiday Experience, right? All right, so it's from Saturday, December 2nd, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. to Sunday, December 3rd, 2023 at 2 p.m. All right, so um you can get your tickets right here at allevents.in/Queens/Cityfield Holiday Experience. All right. So, about the event, about the event of Cityfield Holiday Experience. So, um, of course, about this event, book your holiday photo shoot today on Saturday. Well, it already started actually. It already started actually since November 18th, which was about 2 weeks ago. Sunday, November 19th, Saturday, December 2nd, which is coming up, and Sunday, December 3rd. Come take your holiday photo with Mr. Met and Mrs. Met at City Field. Availability is limited for this one of a kind opportunity. So don't miss out on the chance to have the best holiday card this season. Fans are invited to purchase a 30-minute photo session For $250, time slots must be purchased in advance. Walk-ups will not be accepted. Damn. Photos will be emailed in will be will be emailed in within 48 to 72 hours of your scheduled shoot. Oh boy. This experience includes photo op with Mr. and Mrs. Met at a set location, an on-site photographer, holiday decor when visiting 3 of the most exclusive spots. Know before you go. Your session may include up to 10 people. No pets or any kind will be permitted into Citi Field. If you are late or miss your photo session slot, you are scheduled for. Rescheduling cannot be guaranteed. Book your holiday photo shoot today. Photo shoot will be 30 minutes in length. You will receive an email containing your photos within 48 to 72 hours of your scheduled shoot. All photo shoots enter through the Seaver entrance and will park in lot B. Of course, please arrive at least 15 minutes prior to your scheduled time. Um, of course, you can email tours at nymets.com. That's tours at nymets.com with any questions. All right, so hurry up and get your tickets, and it's $250. All right, so there you have it right there. There you have it right there, man. I want to actually make sure I make some noise for the estimate amount of money. So I don't want to forget that. So let me not forget that though. All right, all right, we got some more. We got some more spots. Um, hold on a minute here. Hold on a minute. I want to give a shout out to this guy named Kevin, who actually gave me this flyer in regards to a place that is called velocity driving. So basically, this considers a 2 lap ride along discount code holiday 2, a 4 lap driving experience discount code holiday 4, and an 8 lap driving experience discount code holiday 8. So of course you can scan the QR code and all that other stuff. And you can also follow hold on. And you can and let me just include the prices. So 18 plus rides starting at just $49. And of course you can reserve your spot real soon. So 4 laps starting at $100 with code. So the QR code. All right. So you can also follow them on their Instagram, Velocity Driving. All right. Let me take a look at the hold on. Let me take a look at their website. Let me take a look at their website because I hold on a minute here. Hold on. Let's take a look at their website because I haven't had a chance to be on. All right, so I haven't had a chance to check out their website. Um, let's take a look here. Um, okay. All right, so let's take a look if they have a website. Yes, they do. They do have a website. They have a link tree. Um, they do have a link tree. I'm about to load that up. All right, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on this. Pretty sure y'all have some. Um, let me see. So let me see. They don't have a website, but if you go to their link tree, you're gonna see a bunch of choices actually. So Velocity Driving, the East Coast's premier supercar driving experience starting at $99. So you could book your autocross experience here. You're gonna see some choices. Book your autocross experience here. Find a track day near you. You can join the team. Ambassador program application. You can shop Velocity Driving apparel, facts, and you can also follow them on their Instagram as well as their Facebook, their TikTok. Their TikTok is on there as well. So there you have it. You can follow Velocity Driving on their Instagram page. Make sure you follow them so you can get more information about this. So you can know where you can actually book the date and all that great stuff right there. All right. So we got some more fun stuff to do for the week and we need to get to. I have to get to it here. Let's get to it right here. So some fun activities for the week. All right, so let's get it to a second here. Come on. No. All right. Okay. Okay, time out. All right. Let's get into some stuff to do for the week this week. All right. So, things to do for the week. Okay, things to do in NYC for this week. So, starting with Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is a beaming and brilliant symbol of the holiday season. Tourists and native New Yorkers alike sure do love this towering tree. The tree will be lit daily from 5 a.m. to midnight daily after a special light up night ceremony on Wednesday, November 29th, which is tomorrow. On Christmas Day, the tree is lit for 24 hours, and on New Year's Eve, it is lit from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. The tree goes dark for the season at 10 p.m. on January 13th. More than 50,000 multicolored LED lights wrap around the branches. It's topped with a three-dimensional Swarovski. Hang on a second. No. Yes, Swarovski star that weighs 900 pounds and sparkles in 3 million crystals. Architect Daniel Libskind designed the stunning star in 2018. Next, we have Bryant Park tree lighting. The tree at Bank of America Winter Village at Bryant Park will be lit on November 28th at 6 p.m., officially catapulting the city into the holiday season. As usual, the Winter Village will be replete with a slew of other offerings as well, including ice skating, holiday shopping, and top-notch food and drink options. We also have the Central Park holiday lighting. For more than 25 years, the Central Park Conservancy had been draping the Charles A. Dana Discovery Center in holiday lights and ringing in the season alongside a hot cocoa bearing Santa. The festivities wrap up with the lighting of a flotilla of trees on the Harlem Mere. Of course, extra tip, um, print out this song sheet so you are prepared for the carols. Um, the event is scheduled for 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, November 30th, but the lights are illuminated all through the holiday season. Um, let's check out. I'm gonna check out their prices too. Don't worry about that. All right. I'm gonna speed this up right now, man. I'm gonna speed this up. So, whatever places I don't get to, I will save that for a future episode. So, the Diker Heights Christmas lights, um, display has definitely earned its stripes as one of the best New York attractions. What's not to love about all that razzle dazzle to get you in the Christmas spirit? The Brooklyn neighborhood is home to the most over the top Christmas light decorations with life size Santas, sleighs, snowmen, and some houses even bump Christmas carols from loudspeakers. Crowds of all ages flock to the Kings County neighborhood to wander down the multiple blocks and avenues. Most houses are decorated starting the weekend after Thanksgiving through early January. And of course, you can walk through on your own, but a tour might be a little easier. Bus tours are back from a slice of Brooklyn, Diker Heights, Christmas lights, and many more. Many more. There's even a Spanish language tour. Vamos. All right, Parade on Rockaway, which is in Queens. Jamaica Queens annual 3-day celebration is back, running from December 1st to the 3rd. Expect food vendors and artisan holiday winter village Christmas displays, a million light parade, the largest Christmas tree lighting in Queens, of course, on Friday night, as well as Santa and toy giveaways on Saturday, live musical and dance performances, and much more. The Million Light Parade on Rockaway will take place on Sunday from 130th to 143rd Street on Rockaway Boulevard. The event began 9 years ago when the area needed a sign of hope after Hurricane Sandy. Since then, the event has continued every year to spread cheer. Activities are free to attend. All right, the rest of the stuff I'm going to actually save. All right, I'm gonna save those places on and for those of you who may not know, I'm using a website called timeout.com. That way for those of you that's in Paris, Chicago, Los Angeles, California, New York areas. If you're looking for some fun activities to do for the weekend, um, it's timeout.com slash things to do for the week. All right. Timeout.com. All right. You can't miss that. Um yes, I was going to talk about Luna Park as far as Frost Fest. I was going to talk about that. But I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to overdo it though. I'm going to save that for another time actually. Um Say that for another time actually. Um yeah, Luna Park. I'm gonna save that for another time. All right. So um yeah, I'm gonna save that for another time. Yes. All right, I'm gonna save that for another time, actually. So, for a future episode. So I gotta wrap up right here before it hits the 3 hour mark. So, um, all right, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Gonna wrap it up right here. All right, we're gonna wrap it up right here, and going to. All right, so here we go. Stream choices on the go, man. Let's do this, man. Seriously, let's do this. This is where I inform you where you can actually follow the podcast, and of course, streaming platforms in my link tree where you can actually get an idea on the episodes to actually listen to, listen, stream, and watch. So here we go. All right, so make sure you follow the podcast not only on Facebook alongside with with Threads and Instagram, alongside with my other two podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports platform that I do, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, the review show that I also do, and of course you can also follow me on this podcast right here, which is Off the Meat Rat Chainz NY podcast, which is basically Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. It's also on there too. So you know what I'm saying. So you can follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. All right. So turn on your notifications so you can be verified and notified. Actually, not verified, but notified on when I'm going to be on Instagram Live recording podcast episodes, and when I'm going to be on the air via live stream, especially on Instagram Live and YouTube. Um, so what we're gonna do is we are going to get into where you can listen and on great stuff. So where you can listen to the podcast, I am going to get into it right here. And now, if you go to my link tree, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms that you could download to your iPhones, your Android phones. You have iPads, Android tablets. You have laptops, which includes Apple laptops and Dell laptops, including Windows. All right. So so when you go to the link in bio, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms, which includes Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snipped, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio to listen to music, radio, and podcasts for free. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. Follow the podcast on every streaming platform that I just mentioned, including iHeartRadio, and also do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, for more live video episodes of this podcast right here. And also click on alerts so you can be notified on when the podcast episode recordings will be starting, including the date, day, the month, and the time, going on the air via live stream. All right. So make sure you stay tuned for more video content, including new and previous episodes in case you miss any of them. And be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. Don't worry. And also be sure to download the episodes, including your favorite episodes. You can also add the podcast to your favorite playlist, which includes Spotify for podcasters, Deezer, Pocket Cast. You have Player FM. You have Amazon Music. You have iHeartRadio. You have YouTube and all the other streaming platforms where you get your podcast. All right. Share the videos, share the episodes. Be sure to tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, including the topics being discussed. And of course, share my link. You can share the Linktree link alongside with the podcast with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, people you're cool with from work, and all that great stuff right there. All right. So I'm gonna wrap it up right here, man. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on episode 308. And this is titled Ice Cream Sundae with Cherries on the Side, which is dedicated to the national holidays that I just talked about today. All right. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to earn it because it's not going to be given to you on a silver platter. You know what I'm saying? And also be on your P's and your fucking Q's when it comes to your craft. Don't give up on your goals and dreams. And of course, find and look for something that clicks to you and makes sense. Follow your heart. And of course, be sure to have confidence in your craft, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. So, I do apologize for delaying the episodes. I was having an issue with two of the other episodes that I was trying to upload. Um, it was very difficult for me, so I'm gonna have to upload. I'm gonna have to redo the audio episode. The video is fine. The video is fine. It's just the audio episode I have to redo, which is gonna be like a recap, a recap redo. All right, for 305, 303, and 305, I have to redo the audio episode. I'm not redoing the video live stream. I'm gonna be redoing the audio episode. So you know what I'm saying. So stay tuned for that one right there. As far as like posting the episodes on streaming platforms, I'm not gonna do it until I actually re-record the audio episodes of 303 and 305. Um so it's gonna have to wait. So all right. Now that I have to make a clarification on what's been going on. So that's it. Thank you so much. You could have listened to any podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to this New York Avenue podcast show that I do. All right. Thank you for listening, streaming, rocking with me, and watching me on your YouTube channel and everywhere else in between. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can hop on to my Discord. I made a Discord so that way you can chime in on the topics that's been talked about in each episode. You could if you you're more than welcome to ask me any questions whatsoever. You go to my Discord. My Discord is let me just my Discord is let me see. Um hang on a minute here. Yes, my Discord username is the same username, which is G Money Stacks 555, and I'm not gonna change the username. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, man. So of course, G Money Stacks 555 is the easiest way to actually remember. So it's not long or anything like that. So like I said, when you go to my Discord section, you're gonna see hashtags like chatting with chatting with me, um, movies and TV shows. You talk about music as far as hip hop, and sports is included as well. All right, so go to my Discord. You are invited. You are invited, and everything else. So I got you. All right. So without further ado, man, I'm out to be out of here. I'm out to be out of here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I love y'all. You know what I mean? I really love y'all. Appreciate y'all for your time. I hope y'all had a nice Thanksgiving. I know Black Friday and the worst traffic jams has been the worst compared to Cyber Monday and everything else in between. So I'm up out of here. Peace and one love. I'll see y'all next time in the next episode, man. One love. Peace out. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to the places that I just mentioned, you can go to timeout.com. And the other places that I just mentioned, the Queen's Convention and the holiday experience where you can take your pictures and all that other stuff. You're more than welcome to rewatch this episode. All right. Peace out. One love. Good night, everybody.